Hi guys, it's Stephanie. Welcome to Colonial House Primitives. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining. If you're coming back to watch me again, I appreciate the friendship so much. Today I'm going to do things just a little bit different than what I normally do, which is, you know, face to face in front of the camera. I figure I would try something new. I am going to actually be making some envelopes. My daughter and I are really into junk journaling. This is the year of doing things for myself instead of just my business, and being able to pass some of the things that I've made over the years along to everybody else, and hoping that you'll craft along with me and join me. I do a lot of stitching and sewing. I am a primitive designer. We also design farmhouse as well, but I really want to get into back into like our junk journaling. I've got a lot of pictures and stuff of my kids growing up, and I want to do each of one of them and my grandkids and my husband and I a journal. So I'm hoping that you'll join along with me. Like I said, this is new for me, so excuse the talking hands, but I'm super excited to be doing this tutorial. Hoping everybody had a wonderful Christmas. We had a lot of snow. Even if you didn't celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a wonderful holiday. But yeah, we had a lot of snow, and hopefully had a wonderful New Year too. My husband, Bill, and I, we went out on New Year's. I couldn't believe it. We normally always stay home, but decided this year that we were going to go out and do something. So it was super fun. But let me show you what we're going to be doing. I have a few of my patterns that I've used for a while, but these are my envelopes that I like to use for my journaling. I use just basically a plain white. I plan on doing these as a download. If it's something you're interested in, I've thought about starting a blog so that way I can offer these for free. I do have an Etsy as well where I could put these in there and be able to offer them too. But I do different ones. There's this one, and then I have just your regular envelope. And then I'll kind of get into how I make them and what I do, but there's this one. We've got all sorts of fun papers and stuff like that that we're gonna make these with, and then decorate them as well, so that way we can put them in my journal. I want to really get into, I didn't fold this one, but I really want to get into making my little grandson and granddaughter's scrapbooks, so I definitely want to do some cutesy-fied stuff, because I'm a very dark, grungy, primitive person. But I'm going to go ahead and at least I'll fold this one and show you how I do it. And I always go from side to side first, like this. This is kind of more of a rounded, and everything's just, you know, making your stuff as straight as possible. Let's see here. I think my husband is getting ready to go to bed here soon. He got up early and had to work. I worked just like 3 hours today, so it was super fun. So yeah, we had a good New Year's. Hopefully everybody else did too. Are you guys staying warm? Hopefully. So there's that one. And this one right here is the same one I did with our, I buy vintage music note paper, and I grunge it with our coffee mixture. And then, so there's this one, but also too, I'll still grunge up the edges on this and use it in one of our planners. Let's see here. All right, so which one should we start with first? I'm loving this little one. I think it is so adorable. I think this is perfect for a tag. So if you have like any tags or anything like that, you can make it and put it on it, so it can kind of go over top of it like that. So yeah, I like the way that that looks. And I forgot to, I probably need to do it like this because the way that I'm filming. But yeah, I think that is super duper cute. So I think that's what we're gonna do, is start with that one. I have this old piece of, like, I love to use any kind of like old paper when I make stuff. So I think I've got our coffee stain paper, and then also we have our music note paper. But I saw this and I thought this was super cute. I don't know what this came in. Some kind of offer that we received in the mail, but I thought, how adorable would this be for like my granddaughters or one of my daughters' journals? So I think that's super cute. And then also too, if you do it like over the paper, I mean, as long as you have that same size that you're tracing is great. But what I do with my patterns is, if you notice, it is just like a square. So they're kind of just like basic squares, right? And then this one, if you have peeking shears, you just take your square and you just cut it out here. But you always want to make sure that you have a fold on all 4 sides. And then you just kind of round it out on each of those sides. And then you just fold them in. I'll kind of go with you, show you how I do it. But yeah, did everybody have a good holiday? I know that we had, my daughter and my little grandson came over, and then her boyfriend came over on Christmas Day. My husband and I did our annual Chinese. That is our new thing right now. I'm gonna move this so you can see what I'm doing. But we've been having a thing where we get Chinese every year. I don't know if it's because of Christmas Story or what it is, but we love to do it now. So we get Chinese food, and then I'm gonna probably mark all over my pattern. But yeah, we get Chinese food, and that's about it. He had issues with his truck. He thought it was his transmission, which he is a car guy, and if he hears one sound, it will drive him crazy until he figures out what it is. This is the first time he's taken his car somewhere to get it looked at, because normally he does it himself because that's how he is. But there's nothing wrong with it. They just said that's just the way that those cars are sometimes. See how this one came down at the end? That's okay. But yeah, it's kind of comical to me that he actually took it in. So Christmas Day we went over because we had that huge snowstorm. So one of his really good friends, he works really close with, lives down the street, not too far from us. So he ended up riding into work with him. And then, so him and I went over to just make sure it would start and stuff, since we had such a bad snow. And luckily it did. Hopefully I'm in the camera here. Yeah, vehicles, they definitely can be like, for me, I mean, it's kind of like having internet sometimes. I sometimes feel like I don't know as much as I should. And that's why a lot of times I'll just have to call one of my kids if they know anything. My little grandson, he had a great Christmas. He's so funny. Oh my gosh. For anybody that has been on our Facebook and has watched us for years, last couple of years since he's been born, because that's how old he is now, is 2. He's so funny. The whole like season, he's like, oh, 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 Santa Claus. He's a funny kid. But yeah, we've got 2 more days that we're supposed to send in our stuff for the wholesale company. We have Easter stuff that we're supposed to be doing right now. Now, what you want to do is make sure that whichever side you have facing you is the side that's going to be on the inside. I was almost thinking about, I don't think I want this on there because that's weird. We'll do that on the inside. But this is going to be the flap to go over top. So we're going to do this in the center. I think that's how I did it. Let me see. There we go. See, just be like me and, you know, see if what you're doing is correct. Sorry for clearing my throat. It's been so dry. You go from being super cold to being warm again. We've been in the 50s, so it's like it kind of messes with your sinuses. I think I have I don't know if I have my straightening stick up here or not. I'm in my office today, / studio, and I've got my craft art room next to this room. This isn't usually where I do my lives either, but there it is so far. And then this will be the little, he's so cute. I love it. And see, if you want to too, you can just sit, you can write something on here. And then also too, like I would make like, we do our grungy coffee tags. We've actually sold these wholesale too for wholesale companies. But you can put like a little sticker on there and have the tag hanging out. How cute is that? Isn't that adorable? So I think what I'm going to do is actually stain it. I usually like to use this distressed ink, and it's the walnut stain. This is one of the small ones. I like to use this in hand, or you can use like a sponge. And then I also have the daubers too that I like to use. But also, to be honest with you, this is some of the best stuff that you could possibly use when it comes to staining. You can use the paper towel, or you can use the dauber, or this as well. And I'm telling you, it works just the same as any kind of ink stamp. I've used this for a while on most of our primitive dolls and different things to give them that grungy look. And it doesn't take very long to dry either, and a little bit goes a long way. So I'm telling you, you get your money's worth when you use this. I'm going to go ahead and use my little ink. Instead of using this too, because it absorbs so much and I feel like you don't get as much, I like to use actually this and go around instead of using the dauber. I like these too because you can buy the oil stuff to put back on top of them, but also if these dry out, because this is a walnut stain, this Old English is actually, it's just the dark brand. Yeah, for dark woods. So if you want, you can always dab that on these as well, which is really good. So I just like to go around the insides and the outsides, make them look extra grungy. So our, my daughter's horse is loving this weather. He's been super duper excited about being outside in it, which he's outside all the time right now anyways. But anybody that's watched any of our other videos where we talk about him, he had a choking issue, and we had the vet come out, and then we think it was the we believe it was the alfalfa hay he was getting, you know, because he's never had that issue, but he had it twice. Was it twice? Yeah, twice within a certain amount of time, and it's not very cheap, that's for sure, when you have to have that vet come out. And of course he did it on a Sunday, and then didn't get that extra vet call. I'm gonna go ahead and do right here on the notches of it. Like I said, listen, I have always said nothing has to be perfect with this stuff, because, you know, I like my stuff to look like it was run over by a car. My husband, since he drives a truck, he always tells me all the time, he's like, you know, if you want me to, I can always just take it to work with me and just run it over with my car. Why not, really? Okay, so there's that one, and I think it is adorable. Look at that. Isn't that cute? It would be so cute on a little tag. Look at that. We'll make them, and then the next one video that I do, we'll go ahead and put them. I want to also too, like I said, I don't know if I did at the beginning or not. I didn't bring my little scrap container in here, but I'll use these scraps for stuff. But I want to show some of the stuff that I just got in to do some of our journaling, and I'm super excited about it. Also too, we'll be having, because I know everybody's been asking us on Facebook to do our shop-alongs, so we're going to do some of those too with our thrift store and some of the stuff that we sell online. If I get a chance to, we are kind of vamping our website, so I want to kind of get some stuff listed on there as well. Let's see. Okay, so there's that one. Do I have a mess in front of me yet? Yep, I do. I have a mess. That's okay, right? Right. Let's go ahead real quick while we're doing this, since I already have this one done. I don't want to mess up the edges on it real quick. I probably should have made this full stain coffee. I don't use tea. We only use coffee. Buy the instant coffee. If you guys ever want to see how we dye our stuff, I'll be more than happy to do a video on that. But I'm telling you right now, the instant coffee, either from Walmart or even a Dollar Tree, Dollar Quarter store, they have a really good coffee that's fantastic for dyeing paper. I buy the cheapest I can, because it's all about, you know, your strength and what you feel like using. because some people like it super dark, some people don't. But you know what? I wonder if I have a paper. Let me see if I have a paper towel. Let me grab a... I just moved around my room. Let me grab a tissue. I want to show you what this walnut stain looks like. Not going too far today. Okay, I kind of want to show you what the stain looks like. But here's what I do is I normally take, get this out of the way. I usually will take like a paper towel. Let's move our ones out of the way. I usually will use like I've got a hanky too that I've used probably for about 10 years. And it absorbs it and it stays on there. But since I don't have that in there, I want to show you. But if you go in here and you rub this in, it gives it a fantastic stain look. And you can do it dark, you can do it light. And I just think it's perfect for that. If you want to get rid of some of that white in there. See, it just really takes away that brightness. Sometimes I like that depending on what kind of project I'm working on. Now, if I want cutesy or something like that, I might leave a little bit of that white. And cutesy's to me kind of like if I do more of a shabby chic look versus like a primitive. Farmhouse is really cutesy white. So if you want to do something with a picture frame, which, ooh, I got two really cute. I'll have to show them. I think I'm gonna do my video tomorrow on the haul, but and tomorrow meaning, what is tomorrow? Is tomorrow the 3rd? Yeah, tomorrow's the 3rd. I'm telling you, this year went so fast, I can't even think about how fast it went. I love this. But you see the difference? Like I'm mingling my paper, and it's making it super dark. But I love, love, love how dark that is. I love it. I love it. I love it. Do you guys like it better white, the bright, or do you like it dark? Let me know, because I'm a grungy person. But I'm starting to get out of that a little bit. My table all messed up. But yeah. Some things I just, especially if you're doing like a vintage type collage, I think the dark's fantastic. I need to put my lid back on my sticker. So I'm happy the way that this is looking with this. I found some really old Betty Crocker cookbooks today, and so I'm going to use those, and I haven't decided. I think one of them I was debating on taking like my my grandma's recipes and taking some other recipes and putting them in there. So I don't know if I'm going to do that or if I'm actually just going to make one of the journals, you know, of my husband and I. Is probably what I was thinking. So look at that. I know it's probably a little dark, but I love it, especially if you have like, let me show you, especially with like these old-timey like photos and stuff from Tim Holtz. I think that those are like really jazz her up a little bit. Look at this. I rebag all my things. I buy these bags on Amazon, and then I keep the little paper in here so I can remember which ones I bought. So yeah, look how cute. And you can do the flap up like that, and you can glue it and make this a pocket. Or you can, you know, use the envelope on the outside like that. So, like this. I think it's adorable. I kind of like it on the inside and having another one on the outside. Yeah. Go get her. Oh my gosh. She's a little big. We'll play with these next time. We're going to just kind of make these for now because I'm trying to get a bunch of these envelopes done. But look how cute she is. Is she not adorable on there? And then put some grungy cheesecloth. Awesome. Like do a little bit of like grungy cheesecloth underneath her. And then put like a saying. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to play with these. These are going to be so fun. I've already did a tag with some of the boys and stuff. I'm trying to get some tags done. And I was thinking I really need to do a video of tags, but like this one right here, I used like my old book and our coupons that we do, like our little tickets and stuff like that. So it kind of goes with the same like grungy, like just vintage ephemera. I love it. I love it. I love it. So that one turned out really cute, which that one is this one. So actually I want to do a different, let's see here. I'm thinking, what's your guys' thoughts on this? If only you could tell me live instead of after I'm done, right? But that's okay. I'll take it. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do, I've got this kid's letter. I think this would actually be really, really cute for, yeah, so that way you can write in it. I think that's a good idea. Let's do another one of those and we'll do it in there. And then we'll get to these other ones. Oh, here, you know what? Here's another coffee stain music paper before I did it with the Old English. So see the difference in it? I think it looks a lot better. I mean, I love the blotchy because it looks, to me, this looks as if though somebody was working hard at night. They sat their coffee cup down, they took a drink, they dribbled it across the paper, they left another one here, and that's what I love about it. I think that it just looks like somebody was up late night and they were working hard, stuck their coffee down on their book, and then just, I think that's so cool. Okay, so let's do this one. Put my lid on my Old English so I don't spill it everywhere, but I'm telling you right now, you guys, you've got to try this trick when it comes to your paper, or if you're like doing, we'll put it on mittens, we'll do it to like grunge up around eyeballs, or like if my rabbits and snowmen and pumpkins and all that stuff, we use that for everything, and it dries really, really good. It's not greasy, it doesn't, you know, I mean, it dries to me just like if you're using any of the vintage photos distress things, so works out perfect. Okay, so we're gonna do another one of those. I thought I had like 4 of my different patterns, but I guess not. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So I'm trying to do it as far down the paper as I can, so then that way I can use the leftover. But like I said, as long as you're like to the edge of the paper, you're pretty good. And then let's move my tissue over there. Does anybody do any after the holiday shopping, like to go get some of the stuff dirt cheap? I normally do, but you know what? I think I bought so many decorations this year, but this is one of the first years that I'm like, I don't need anything for next year. I think I'm getting to that age where I'm just like, nope, you got enough. You got enough. And plus I've got stuff from where we had our shop and we do our online sales, which, you know, we're trying to make sure that in 2023 that we're getting back to that. So we're going to be figuring out a schedule for our live sales. We might have some on here. Yeah, we also do, like on our stitching videos and stuff, we do like giveaways, but right now we're kind of waiting a little bit to do that just because of, the post office has been super slow. We sent out, I think it was like 60 some cocoa bombs, and it took like 2 weeks, if not 3, and I think it was actually more like 3 weeks for them to get to one of our customers. And she's so sweet. I gave her all her tracking information, and you know, she's such a sweetheart, but she we were both tracking it for the longest and it just kept sitting, and I'm like, you know, we have like 2 little, to me they're like small town post office, And I went to the one that's a little bit bigger because that's the one that I normally will go and drop off like, you know, 75 to 80 orders at a time, and, you know, never had a problem like when we do our sales. And, you know, lately though, it's been really bad, but you know, everybody's so short staffed. So it's like, you know, I feel bad for them. So I don't really want to put a whole lot of blame on them for it, you know, because that's just the way things are right now. But yeah, she got her cocoa bombs. She got them for her, she owns a daycare, and she got them for her daycare kids, and she was super excited when she got them and said that she couldn't wait to give them to them this week after the holidays. So I'm like, well, you know, at least they're cocoa bombs. They're something that the kids can use during the winter, and most of them are all like, you know, kind of, I guess, toddler age and stuff, but like it was a lot of them, but they were so good. We also had some Reese Cup ones, but those ones were like the kind that have like the marshmallows and the candy cane as the stir stick. And don't yell at me, guys, if I'm not in camera at all, because, you know, this is my new angle. And excuse my hands, I've been staining all day. They're so dry, and like the coffee mixture, and I can't wear gloves. I've learned over the last few years that if you coffee stain something, if you coffee stain 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 of something, there's no point wearing gloves because your fingers will go right through them. So yeah. Okay, so this one is the same pattern as this one. So I'm going to go ahead and fold that the exact same way. So we'll go up. We might do a light distressing on this one, so then that way we want to be able to write on it. And I always consider, like, if I fold these in, don't be like me, kids. Make sure your lines are folded straight. Okay, and then this one we will bring in here. I was debating on, you can almost make that like a pocket, like a different type of pocket. You know how like you do like, what do they call, billy bands, where you do it at the top and the bottom, and you can slide it through here, and then you can open these up, and then you can write. That would be kind of cute, wouldn't it? That would be adorable. So see, I like it like that. And then you can just sit and open it, and then you can write, but I probably should have done it this way. So what we'll do is we'll go like this. See, these are forgiving, right? So we'll go that one. And then all you gotta do is just turn it. You just have to make sure that if you have like a printed, that you have the print that you want like on the outside, not the inside. So even if you did, you can always just flip it. It's not a big deal. I think I got that stuff on my paper. So yeah, I think I kind of like it open, but I might leave it down. The other thing we could do too is, if you wanted to, you can take, I've got a button thing. I've got so many buttons in my studio. It's ridiculous. Oh, I think like a blue one would be kind of pretty, wouldn't it? I kind of like this. I kind of like a blue one because of the stripes on there. But yeah, you could put a button on there and string it through and then wrap it. Oh, wouldn't that be cute? But then again, I think, you know what, let's stain it first and then we'll see. Because I really think that I like the button on there. We'll remember that for the next time. Since we're not going to decorate them today, we'll remember the buttons, because don't let me forget the buttons. Somebody put buttons down in the comments so I don't forget. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's do this. I'm just actually going to use this walnut, this Old English, and I'm going to use it instead of my Distress ink. Okay. Yeah, we had, what did we do? I think New Year's. Where did Billy and I eat for New Year's? We went to, oh my gosh. You guys ever go upstairs and forget what you went upstairs for? I'm having one of those moments right now. Oh, we went to this little restaurant that's in town. It's called Shades, and it is so good. They've got like, it kind of reminds you of like diner type food, but oh my goodness, it is so good. We both, it's weird, we actually both got the same thing, which is kind of odd because we're not one of those people that normally get the same thing because we want to taste each other's. But it was really, really good. Their fries were super yummy. I loved it. I loved it, loved it. I was really shocked that we got the same thing. That never happens. Yeah, we weren't gonna plan on going out. We said, no, we're just gonna stay home. But then we wanted to go see our one friend that does karaoke because my husband, I like to watch him sing. It makes me happy. So we were gonna go see our one friend, but he wasn't anywhere that night. So he owns a business and he does weddings and different things like that. So we just kind of just flew around for somewhere to go, and we wanted to get home early so that way we could get off the streets. So we went and just hung out early and then got home early. Okay. You see what I did there? They look like complete circles. That's okay. It's for me, nobody else. Trust me, I would be perfecting this over and over if I had to. All right, let's do the other side. I love this like old like school paper. What I probably ought to do is see if I can get my granddaughter, even have my grandson, which he's only 2, have them write on something for me, one of these. That way I could put it in their journals for them. I'll probably do that. I'll give one of these to my, give them each one. Maybe they can each write something on it. Because I've got pictures of theirs too. And I've got my kids, like I still need to do my kids' pictures from when they were younger because I want to do them each a journal. So that's kind of why I'm doing this, is to keep my, you know, do stuff for myself. Because when you know, make things for other like shops and different things like that, I enjoy doing it. But it's like you don't really get to, you know, do the things you love as much because you get away from it. So that's kind of why I'm, you know, doing this YouTube, because I want to share some of the things that we make and some of the things that we do, and, you know, just, and plus too, I love the friendships that I have online. We have a fun group of people on Facebook. We do have a couple different pages. And then like, I would definitely join, you know, we've got the group and we've got the actual page, but I told myself this year that I'm going to get back to doing more of going on there and going live and stuff, because we miss people. And so you probably see a lot of our different type of lives over there. So if you get a chance, you'll have to go follow us over there. So yeah, I think that is really cute. So I'm in a grungy envelope mood, if you can't tell. So there's those 3. I really want to take, I've got one more design. So this is one design, and then this is another one. This one's my pattern, so I'm not going to do anything with it. But yeah, so there's those 2 that we got done so far, guys. So we're moving right along. This is the next one I did, and I'm just how I am. I usually, like, you can use peeking shears if you want to. It's entirely up to you. But again, see how this like is like a square. So I'm gonna start putting my lids on stuff. I just think I saw a squirrel. I digress. But so how this is like a square, what I did with on this one is basically these 2 sides, and if you want to, you can fold it this way. It just, like, I play with it for a while before I actually cut out my pattern, but you can make a square, and then what you're going to do is you're going to indent here, indent there, indent there, and indent there. And here you don't have to indent since you've got the scallops right there, because you just need that folding is what you need. So really you're tracing it out, and then you're just going to fold, which it's always the smaller sides here, and then this is the bottom, and then that's the top is what it is. But like I said, maybe I can figure a way to do a little freebie for it. Okay, so, oh, this is the other thing I wanted to do. I found this in an old book. Like I said, you guys will have to go. Oh, I did find another one too. So here's another one that I did. I knew I had one more floating around. Okay, so here's some of our coffee stain paper, which look at it with our fat walnut ink. I mean, it is pretty close to looking like that, minus like the really dark, but I think that it looks really, really good. Okay, so what I want to do is, but anyways, I'm so sorry, I get off track. I found this on, I bought, like we have the bins. I don't know if you guys have like the Goodwill bins, but my husband, I'm going to sometime take you guys along with me because I have a lot of followers that really want to go thrifting with us. And we do like shop tours and stuff with some of the people that we sell to. So my plan is to go ahead and do some videos, to do some shop alongs and do some of our sell videos and stuff like that. But anyways, we have the Goodwill bins and some of the stuff I'm going to do for my haul tomorrow. This came in it, like it was just sitting there and I was like, oh, look at this piece of paper. It was from a book jacket and I think it is fantastic. The, it's 1951 and 1953 patent on the book. The book was not there, but the page and this was there, and I adore it. And I was actually thinking this little one would be stinking adorable as a pocket, or we can actually too make these into our tags, or use this to cut up, but I haven't decided yet what I feel like doing. This is probably going to be one of those things that I could use as a page too. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to cover it up because I just think it's so cool. It's so cool. Do you ever have anything like that where you get something and it's like, you know, you want to use it for something, but you may not be able to get it again. So you just, you know, hold on to it because, you know, that's a crafter's life for you. Yeah. That would be neat. So let me show you this too. Some of the stuff that I was going to keep for my haul, but I'm like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So I got this, I got my bowl of tomatoes sitting here with my pins. I can't wait until tomato season. I'm a gardener, so I'm excited for that. Okay, so I bought this. I don't know what's going to be upside down and what's not going to be upside down because I haven't done this yet here, but yeah. So this is the, I'm assuming this is going to be right for you. I don't know, maybe it's like this. Who knows? I might be upside down during this whole video, but I think that's upside down. Listen, after doing this, I'll know for next time, okay? Thank you for sticking with me. Give me a like and a subscribe because you want to. But look at this. Isn't this cute? Look at that. Easy to do needle craft. Oh my gosh. I think this is awesome. This is from... I'm probably older than this magazine, to be honest with you. Where's the date on it? I know I saw one on here. Oh, 1980. I am older than this magazine. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. We'll pretend like it's older, like 1920s. Oh gosh, but oh my gosh, look. Oh, I love it. I'm hoping this is the right way for you guys. I love it. So I really think that I want to make an envelope. Look at that. Money holder patterns. Oh my gosh. You know what? These would be actually really fun to, like, a color, of course, color them because it has the colors on here that you can do. But how cute would this be to make into ephemera? Color them and then use them as a sheet or even just leave them on there like that. But oh my gosh, anybody want to make an egg carton Santa? How awesome is that? I think that's so cool. So I really want to, oh, aren't she cute? Look at her. She's adorable. I wonder if they're still looking for people to write children's books. Anybody that junks journal, here. I'll make a copy and we can all see if we are allowed to make children's books. I wonder if that has an expiration date on it. Oh, that's great. Oh my goodness. I am absolutely, I think this is adorable. Oh, look at that. They're eating a picnic in front of their tree. Oh, fruitcake. Look at this. Okay, I've got to find one. We're doing one of these. I think this will be so cute, especially with the scallop. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at these. These would be so cute to put on tags. Oh my goodness. Anything make you excited, like paper and vintage. And I usually will make, I take vintage style books and I wrap them in material, and I've always sold them in stacks, and I grunge them up. This is what I use for my pages as well on the outsides to make them look worn. Oh, I love that. But, yeah, and then you wrap them with cheesecloth and do different things like that. And then I'll put like a grubby tag on them because we do make fabric tags and different things like that. I just need one of these pages just to speak to me. I'm afraid I'm going to end up doing it. Oh, look, I need to do one for our dogs. Add 50 cents for your first airmail and special handling. Ladies circle pattern. Wow, isn't that cute? See, some of these would be really cute for Christmas. Like, I know it's a Christmas book, but I don't know what to do here. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? Do-it-yourself ornaments. Oh, look at that leg of lamb. Is that what that is? Oh, he's learning things on the next page. It's cranberry time. Okay, I feel like I need to do one with a picture on it. Yeah, I think so. I really feel like I want to do something like this. But I like this up here where it says the sweet treats. Sorry, I know I keep clicking my tongue. Does reading frustrate and fascinate your child? Okay, what do the senses say here? Oh, I'm just having such a hard time because I feel like every time I look at something, like I'm going, oh, those I can use on tags. That writing, I can do this. That. Okay, I might. But I feel like if I do one of these pictures, it's going to look weird, or not weird, but it's just not going to show up that great for... They're not having a picnic on their little bonnet quilt. I think that is adorable. Okay. What about, see, I don't know if I totally want the food on there. What are you doing with music notes? Guys, decisions, I'm telling you. Apple cider. Making the best apple cider. Watch, I'll sit here and read this stuff. Okay, I think I might do this one. Will it fit? Let's see. We're going to take it out. Oh, I can't do that one. It's got Miss Piggy on it. I love the Muppets. I'm going to keep that one. Okay. You can tell I can make a decision, right? Let's just use one of these. I'm going to use one. Oh, it's so funny. I'm having just a hard time. Okay, we're going to try. Best by mail. Housewife's turn, spare time, hours, and $1. $5.15 enough if you can work 5 hours or more. Right for application. Cash for box tops. Do you guys remember that? Bargain sewing thread pack. 100 spools, only $3 paid. All the colors of the rainbow. Shades in between black and white too. Like having a thread store at home. Oh, wow. 100 spools for only $3. Huh. Wow. Oh gosh. All right, watch. This probably won't even fit on here, and if it doesn't, guess what I'm doing? I'm using this other one. So this is just my basic. This is just my basic envelope. It's not gonna work either. Don't try this at home, kids. I'm using one of these pages. You wait and see. I don't care. I guess I could have tried turning it like that to see if it would fit, right? Is it going to bother anybody if... Yep, that's how we're doing it, folks. Oh, I kill me sometimes. I crack me up. Okay, let's trace her up. So, I've got some really good stuff that I'm going to show for my haul. And hopefully you guys will come back and join me, even though I just went through a whole 1980s Christmas magazine because I get all excited over paper. How can you not, though? It's so fun. Like, there's just certain things. What brings you joy? I mean, honestly, I'm asking a sincere question here. What brings you guys joy? Like, is it going in and seeing something on clearance that, you know, like anything from a hobby? Like, if you have a hobby and it brings you joy, you know, is it going in and going, oh my goodness, I've been waiting for that to go on sale, and it finally does? Or, you know, of course, you know, us seeing people that we like or watching shows or anything like that brings us joy. But is there anything else that brings you joy like that? I'm trying to make sure I can see my trace marks. That's one good thing about using grungy stuff too, is that you can cover it up. Now, like these, like this text and stuff, I will keep that in my scraps because I'll definitely be using those on tags for sure. I'm telling you what, I think if Billy came up to bed, he was a little sneaky guy. And he came up real quick. Sorry guys, I'm not, hopefully I'm in the frame here. Just straighten this one out. Yeah, but like I said, we're gonna try and do some other giveaways. I gotta wait until we get past this hump of this holiday thing, because I took my other items from, I need to send everybody their tracking from one of my stitching videos where they won stuff from commenting on our videos, but I'm kind of waiting to make sure that everything actually moves first because they seem to be holding on to a few things, but that's okay. And now, which side do I like? Oh yeah, I like it. This Christmas gives something to cheer about. Oh, that's cute. I think I like the other side better. I need to put that in my scrap pile. Okay, so we're gonna make this the outside. That's what we're gonna do. And we want the writing to go up and down, so then that way, when we're looking at it, you can read it. These ones I always put on first. I don't know if I cut that right, but we're gonna find out, aren't we? Yep. And you know, I never do anything perfect because I'm not perfect. There's that, right? I feel like I didn't trace my line, but I forgot that I went off the paper a little bit, so my foot's making me all wonky. All wonky. And I really am not even going to probably really distress this because I'm loving the color of this, this paper. I feel like I probably need to cut that. Yep. There she is. I might go ahead and use this just a little bit around the edges. Yeah, like I said, I usually sometimes will use my sponges, or it just depends on how I'm feeling. Like a lot of times I feel like I get what I need to off of this. But then sometimes I've done it and I'll put a big square on there and I'm like, oh, what were you doing? But that's okay. Well, hopefully you guys can come and join me tomorrow for my my vintage haul book and my my ephemera stuff that I'm going to be using for a lot of my junk journals. Super excited about that. I do have some mail getting ready to come in as well, so that's super exciting. Not that I need anything else because I have 2 rooms filled with it. Oh, my garage with all my shop stuff, and then another shop, and then a studio, and then, yeah, so it's okay. This paper's so fragile. I sit and handle it with. Alright, I think that is adorable. I might have to put, I know I said I wasn't going to, but I just don't want to. Oops, did you guys see that? I just want a couple little spots right there. Oh my goodness, that is just adorable. I think it turned out cute. But yeah, so I'm going to get some stuff together for the next time. I've got some really cute, I think these will be super adorable, like with lace on the bottom of them, add some buttons, and then also too, you know, put a, like I said, we'll do a little button, but and then we have like this loop brand, put it down at the bottom, and then you can use some twine. And then this one right here, I think is going to be absolutely adorable. You know what? Let's go ahead and see. Let me go ahead real quick and make, let me go ahead and see if I can glue this down real quick. I wanted to use my glitter glue or my Eileen's or my fabric pack, but I'm just going to use this real quick. So this is going to be our top. I just want to go ahead and glue right here. Just for funsies. But I really want to put, I have to cut my string down just a little bit. I think that string is just a little obnoxious. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut that string down a little bit. And I'll just tie a new knot in it. Well, yeah, so I'll let you know tomorrow how my day of, my last 2 days of trying to get stuff done for the catalog, which I'll bring my other catalogs because I want to put all my stuff we've made in our catalogs. I want to do a junk journal so I don't have all these catalogs of our stuff just laying around. But yeah, is that not super cute? I made some really cute pockets for Christmas, so I'll have to bring some of those. We'll have a pocket day. So today was our envelope day. And then also too, here's our grungy. I think we did pretty good, guys. I appreciate you coming along and helping me. We can also use, we do rusty pens and rusty bells. We make our own. But I think some of these would be really cute to close these down. And I just realized I did all of the same ones. All right, so our next one, we're definitely going to have to do this one. What do you think? I love the scalloped edges on this one. And I'm going to have to find my, I've got some Tim Holtz paper, I think, too. That will be perfect for this one. So, but guys, I really appreciate you coming and hanging out with me. And if you like this video, give it a like. Even if you didn't, why not? You know, share the love, my friends. Please subscribe so that way you can follow us for all of our stitching, our sewing, our journaling, all the different things that we do. I'm definitely doing some journaling as far as our stitching and our quilting goes, because I would like to make books on those so that way I can keep track. We also have some budget planners as well, which I think will be super fun. But I really just hope that you'll follow along as we continue to make stuff. But you guys, I really appreciate you for stopping by, and have a wonderful, wonderful day, a wonderful new year. And then hopefully we will see you soon tomorrow. Bye, guys.